Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Redskin team as they enter play here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, it's been a lost first month of the season, that's for sure, as they come in with an 0-4 record. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their 6'5 quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And the tight end, Zach Ertz, is key in this offense as we get a look at the starters.
Comes out of the factory known as Stanford, which keeps putting out tight ends. Zach Ertz, one of the better ones we've seen in recent years.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Play action. Now Wentz. Got a man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. On play action, Wentz. That's complete to John Ross. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Redskins scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry for Darius Geis. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple, here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Now Haskins to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The Redskins send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On second down now, it's Floyd. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down in distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you're thinking, man, the fullback's probably going to get the ball. But when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
Wentz now on first down. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Wentz. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 53 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Wentz's pass complete to J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. Touchdown.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. That's about as good as a linebacker can diagnose that play, isn't it?
It certainly is, and what he did really well is that while he was diagnosing, he got his feet in motion without actually going anywhere and taking a false step that he had to make up later. He read it, got his feet in motion, and then he just took off and made the play.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. It's complete. James White. Give the Redskins 13 there on a 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 5 now. Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm going to hit you all day.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he's going to go down again. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
The Redskins send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taking it about the 16. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Eagles to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. Now a play fake. Wentz trying to lay one up deep. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
A well-executed 22-yard gain. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Haskins, and he slings one that's incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Geis, and he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. Now it's Haskins. This is White on the screen. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
The Redskins send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. After 7-0 on EA Sports. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down. When they're that backed up, you've got to be careful going after him.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Second and 5 now. Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing now is Wentz. Able to find Floyd. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Encroachment, defense.
So that one will be accepted.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Automatic first down.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
I'm darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well. But the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Haskins going right side here, and that's complete. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
From the 27, Wentz. He's got the hook up to Floyd. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Wentz now on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll run it here. This is James White. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They defer to White out of the shotgun. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Encroachment defense.
An encroachment penalty here, maybe just a mental lapse, partner.
Sometimes you have to just watch the football. Make sure it's snapped before you're jumping.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. Now Haskins on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Haskins will throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So they come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Looking to throw, Haskins. He's going to fire one deep. That's caught inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. James White, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins have taken the lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Carson Wentz and the Eagles getting set to take over. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ballgame or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check 50, check 50.
Now Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Here's Wentz to throw. Ertz over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Wentz now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Wentz to throw again. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Wentz now to throw. And this is Floyd, complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And this is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And now the 3rd down throw, incomplete as well. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
The Redskins send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Rams who are out in front in that one. Jared Goff has a touchdown pass. From there, we head north to Minnesota. Check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So here are the Redskins now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at the 20. On 1st down, it's Haskins. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They run the draw play. This is White. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The Redskins send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Wentz on the bootleg. He's got Floyd out left. 2 yards, good enough for a first. On first down, Floyd. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. From midfield, here's Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And that is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
So a change of possession here on the punt. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Floyd. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On the give, this is their fullback. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I get the thought process, 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way, but that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. A Redskin 1st down. The pickup 15 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins, he'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals Jones. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st. To throw again on 2nd down, Haskins. He gets it in the hands of Geis.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really...
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Jannard Avery drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. I don't think this will even... Nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw, it's Wentz. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now a play fake. Wentz. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Again, it's Wentz. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Wentz again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Wentz to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal, 3 straight incompletion?
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Redskins are able to come up with a goal line stand. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench. They're
elevated now. Big stop on 4th down.
53, check 53. So we got man.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in, even though they have the lead, Charles. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Now here's Ross. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Wentz. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They start on the ground with Geis, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Now a run with Geis. Fights him off. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Redskins send out their punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And it's fielded at the 34. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Philadelphia getting set to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. Wentz now on 1st down. Open man is QT, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Into the red zone. Wentz. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They get Lane Johnson, the number 4 pick back in 2013. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Reuben Foster picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position. And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands. Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Now, listen, it's a team game. We know that. But where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again. But on offense, they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something. You're exactly right. And you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Slings this deep from McLaurin, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now Haskins on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Spencer. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins got his man complete over the middle. That's Spencer. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. 1st down, here's White. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up. And this does the big boy have the juice? He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. As his guys are in for 6. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. So a late score here to give them the lead, and this one is going down to the wire.
And it has the whole place buzzing, doesn't it? You can feel it start to ratchet up. Anytime there's a score late in the game, especially one that puts a team in the lead, creates an exciting finish.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here's Haskins and the Redskins. Down by 5, a little over a minute and a half remaining. How costly of an interception will that be? It's time to find out. 1st and 10. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it's going to be 2nd down. He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Back to throw.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Humphreys. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll look to throw. Goes underneath here to White. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. From midfield now, Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Eagles, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses.